So hello students, in this class we'll do problems on the concept which we discussed in the last class, that is distribution of identical objects into the boxes. So the same formula based questions we are going to solve the question seems to be different, but the concept we are going to apply the same. See the question: how many integers between 1 and 10 to the power of 6 have the sum of their digits equal to 18? Now try to understand the question here. We have to find out how many integers are there, right? We have to find out how many integers are there between 1 and 10 to the power of 6. So what does it mean? In between 1 to, in between the numbers 1 and 10 to the power of 6 means, so 1 after that we will write 6 zeros, right? So here we have to find out the numbers between 1 and 10 to the power of 6, the sum of their digits is equals to 18. The sum of the digits is equals to 18. So if I say, for example, little bit easy, if I make this, if I ask you the number of numbers between 1 and 1000. 1 and 1000 means, can you tell me what type of numbers we will have? Single digit numbers we will have, two digit numbers we will have in between 1 to 1000, and three digit numbers, right? So here we have single digit numbers, two digit numbers and three digit numbers in between 1 and 1000. Now similarly, in between 1 and 10 to the power of 6, what are the numbers we will see? We'll see the numbers containing the single digit, the numbers containing two digits, like this, the numbers containing three digits, like that, four digits, five digited and six digited numbers, right? So here we have to find how many numbers are there which are maybe a single digit or double digit or triple digit or four digit number or five digit or six digit, right? So in that numbers, the sum of their digits must be equal to 18. For example, if I write triple six or triple six two, you can see this. This is a four digit number, right? Just try to understand the question. This is a four digit number which is in between 1 and 10 to the power of 6. Yes or no? There is a number between 1 and 10 to the power of 6. And sorry here, so I'll take, in place of triple six two, I will take double six four two. Can you see the sum of the digits? Here we have 6, here we have 6, 4 and 2. The digits we used are 6, 6, 4 and 2. What is the sum of the digits? Can you see? 6 plus 6, 12, 12 plus 4, 16, 16 plus 2 is 18. Sum of the digits is 18. So these type of numbers, how many are there in between 1 to 10 to the power of 6? How many numbers are there between 1 to 10 to the power of 6 whose sum of the digits is 18? I hope you understood what is the meaning of the question. Now what I do here, let's suppose I'll write sequence of digits like this: x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6. Now here each xi represent a digit. Okay, each xi represent a digit. Now here I took x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6. You may suppose this is a 6-digit number. But what we want one-digit numbers. How many are there? Two-digit numbers, three-digit numbers, four-digit, five-digit, and six-digit numbers. All the numbers you have to calculate. Now you see, simply if I say x1 is 0, x2 is 0, and these four numbers are non-zeros, like for example 1, 4 and then 5, and here if I take 8, can you see what is this actually? 0, 0, 1, 4, 5, 8. It is nothing but only 1, 4, 5, 8. Do you understand? This is nothing but 1, 4, 5, 8 only. Means it is not 6-digited, it is 4-digited. So therefore, in this arrangement x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6, okay, randomly if I select digits for x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6, 0 to 9, any digit if I select from 0 to 9 and randomly I place in place of x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6, you are going to get all single digited, two digited, three digited, four digited, as well as 5 and 6 digited numbers. Okay, so x1, if I take x1 is 0, one more time, let's see. If I take x1 is 0, x2 is 0 and x3 is 0, let's put x1 is 0, x2 is 0 and x3 is 0, and x4, x5, x6, if I read something like this, 6, 7, right, and 5. Can you see what is this actually? What is this actually? So by giving the values, by giving the digits to x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6, what you are getting here, if I get 3 zeros in the first 3 beginning places, I'll get a 3-digit numbers, right? So therefore this arrangement of x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6 will give you 3-digit, 2-digit, single-digit as well as 5-digit and 6-digit numbers, right? But what is the condition mentioned here? We have to find all the numbers between 1 to 10 to the power of 6, all the numbers between 1 to 10 to the power of 6. Okay, that means you have to find out all the numbers like single digited, 2-digit, 3-digit, 4-digit, 5-digit, 6-digit. But according to the condition, what is the condition? The condition is this: the sum of their digits is equals to 18. So if I suppose that 6 digits are x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6, the condition mentioned is the sum of the digits x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 plus x6 should be how much? It should be 18. Okay, the sum of the digits should be equal to 18. Now in this, what are the possible values of x1? Just now I told you that x1 may be 0, x2 is also maybe 0, okay, x3 is also maybe 0, x4 is also maybe 0. So it can take this each xi, what we can write here, each xi can take any value from 0, 1, 2, 3 up to so on 9. 0, 1, 2, 3 up to so on 9. According to the condition, what is that? The sum of the digits is 18. So what I can say here, 0 is less than or equal to xi is less than or equal to 9 for all I is equal to 1, 2, 3, up to so on 6. Okay, so instead of writing x1 lies between 0 to 9, x2 lies between 0 to 9, simply we can write 0 is less than or equal to xi is less than or equal to 9 for all I is equal to 1 to 6. Now you see here how we will solve this question now by using generating functions. Now x1 may take the value 0, so corresponding to this we write an expression like x power 0, right? x1 may take the value 1, so this we will represent by x to the power of 1. So if it takes the value 2, then we will write the corresponding, okay, expression is x square. So if it takes 3 the value, then the corresponding representation is x cube, like this up to so on x to the power of 9. Now the expression for x1 is x power 0 plus x power 1 plus x power 2 plus x power 3 plus up to so on x power 9. Okay, x power 0 plus x power 1 plus x power 2 plus x power 3 plus up to so on x power 9. This is the expression to the values of x1, right? So similarly you can write the expression for x2 also, because of x2 also takes the values from 0 to 9. So the same expression will be followed to the same expression we will write for x2 also. So therefore I'll write one more expression for x2, x0 plus x power 1 plus x power 2 plus x power 3 plus up to so on x to the power of 9. So likewise for x3 also the same expression will write, for x4 also same expression. So at the end what we will get? All if you write the expressions together and if you multiply them, you can write for each x1 you are getting the same expression, x2 also same expression. So then we will get the expression x power 0 plus x power 1 plus x square plus x cube plus up to so on x power 9 whole power 6. Okay, and in this what you want is the sum of the digits should be 18, means you have to calculate the coefficient of x to the power of 18. You have to calculate the coefficient of x to the power of 18 in the expansion of x power 0 plus x power 1 plus x power 2 up to so on x power 9 whole power 6. Okay, the question is what we have to calculate, what is the coefficient of x to the power of 18 in this expansion. Okay, now little bit of binomial theorem is required to solve this problem. The knowledge of the binomial theorem is also required. Now you see coefficient of x to the power of 18 in, okay, now you see here this is 1 plus x square plus x cube plus up to so on x to the power of 9 to the power of 6. Now can you see it is in a geometric progression whose common ratio is x. Common ratio is what? X. So what I'll do here, coefficient of x to the power of 18. So using a geometric progression formula, what do you get here? 1 minus x to the power of 10 by 1 minus x to the power of 6. I hope you know this, how I wrote this using a geometric progression. What is the formula for geometric progression? We have Sn is equal to sum of n terms is a into 1 minus r to the power of n by 1 minus r. Okay, here r I used the common ratio x, right? And how many terms are there? 10 terms are there, right? So that's why I wrote x to the power of 10 by 1 minus x. Right, now you see. So what I can write here, this is coefficient of x to the power of 18, coefficient of x to the power of 18 in the expansion of 1 minus x to the power of 10 to the power of what? 6. If I separate the power to denominator also, 1 minus x whole power 6. If I write in the numerator, I'll get 1 minus x to the power of minus 6. So now what you see here, coefficient of x to the power of 18 you have to calculate. Okay, coefficient of x to the power of 18 you have to calculate in the expansion of 1 minus x power 10 whole power 6 into 1 minus x whole power minus 6. Now, you know the binomial expansion, how we will expand this. For example, if I write 1 minus y whole to the power of n, what is the expansion from the binomial theorem? nc0, that is 1, minus nc1 into y plus nc2 into y square minus up to so on up to the n plus nth term, right? So here we have up to n plus 1 terms. So here we have the expansion of 1 minus y whole power n. Now you see, no need to expand this, right, up to the ending of the expansion, right? Just we need x to the power of 18 coefficient, right? So if any term exceeds the power 18, you can leave it. No need to expand more than the power 18. So what is this? 1 minus y. First what you get? 1 minus nc1y. Here in place of y what you have? X to the power of 10. So expand it. In place of y we have x to the power of 10. So what do you get here? 1 minus nc1. What is the n here? 6. So 6c1, 6c1 6 only into y, that is x to the power of 10 plus. Now you tell me what is the next term? nc2 means 6c2 x to the power of 10 square. X to the power of 10 square is x to the power of 20, which is not necessary, because of just we want to calculate only the coefficient of x to the power of 18. So no need to write any term exceeding the power of x 18. So I'm not going to write that, just I'll close this expansion up to here only, right, into 1 minus x whole to the power of minus 6. Now here you see, if you want to calculate coefficient of x to the power of 18 in this expansion, if you want to calculate coefficient of x to the power of 18 in this expansion, so what do we have to do? First you have to multiply this 1 with the coefficient of x to the power of 18 from this expansion. Then you have to multiply the second term with the coefficient of x to the power of 8, because of you have here x to the power of 10. Whenever it is multiplied with x to the power of 8 of this expansion, the term containing x to the power of 8 is multiplied with x to the power of 10, then it will become x to the power of 18. So therefore, what we will do here, first we'll take 1 into coefficient of x to the power of 18 from this, then minus 6 into, right, because of this minus 6 number will be multiplied here with the coefficient of x to the power of 8 coefficient. X to the power of 8 coefficient, because of here you have x to the power of 10, we need from these x to the power of 8, right? So now you see how to do that. Now before that, you should know one more formula from the binomial theorem is, what is the coefficient of x to the power of r in the expansion of 1 minus x whole to the power of minus n. The coefficient of x to the power of r in the expansion of 1 minus x whole to the power of minus n is simply n plus r minus 1 cr. Okay, n plus r minus 1 cr. This is the coefficient of x to the power of r in the expansion of 1 minus x whole power minus n. For example, if I want coefficient of x to the power of 10, coefficient of x to the power of 10 in this expansion, what I'll write here? I'll write here c10, and here I'll write 10 minus 1, and n is the index of the binomial, n plus 10 minus 1 c10. Okay, so keep in mind this formula that we are going to use here now. What is that? N plus r minus 1 cr. That is the coefficient of x to the power of r in the expansion of 1 minus x whole power minus n, which you are seeing here 1 minus x whole power minus 6. In place of n, what you have here? 6 you have. Now you tell me. So here we will write 1 into this coefficient of x to the power of 18 from this expansion. So that is, we want coefficient of x to the power of 18 Okay, in the expansion of 1 minus x to the power of minus 6 minus 6 into, right, minus 6 into coefficient of what, x to the power of 8. I hope you understood this, because of already here we have x to the power of 10 and we want x to the power of 18. So therefore x power 8, which gives you the x to the power of 18 after multiplication, right? So we want a coefficient of x to the power of 8 from this expansion, that is 1 minus x to the power of minus 6, which is equal to, now we'll apply this formula, coefficient of x power r you want, simply you write cr. You can remember this, जब भी आपको x पावर r रहता है तो सिंपली आप cr लिख लो, राइट? x पावर r का कोएफिशिएंट क्या लिखेंगे हम, cr लिखेंगे, और इंडेक्स को r-1 ऐड करेंगे, इंडेक्स को r-1 ऐड करना है. सो सिंपली यू रिमेंबर कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ x पावर r cr, just coefficient of x power r is what, cr, and you add here n plus r-1. Okay, now let's see here. Coefficient of x to the power of 18 in this we want. What is that, the formula? C18. Okay, C18. And you add that r-1 to this 6. So 6 plus 18 minus 1, which is 17, minus 6 into coefficient of x to the power of 8. We want coefficient of x to the power of 8. What we will write first? C8. And you add r-1 to 6. What is that? 6 plus 8 minus 1, which is 7. Which is equal to 6 plus 17. So how much? 23 C18 minus 6 into, what is that, 6 plus 7, 13 C8. 13 C8, which is nothing but, if you want, you can write this suffix less number, small number, minimum number you can write. How you will write? NCR is also same as NC n minus r. You can use this if you want. So 23 C18 we can write as 23 C5 minus 6 into 13 C8. You can write 13 C13 minus 8. Using this formula again, we get 13 C5. So if you want, you can calculate it. It's a big number. You can say this is the answer is required. Okay, this is the value required. What is that? How many integers between 1 and 10 to the power of 6 have the sum of their digits equal to 18 is what? 23 C5 minus 16 into 13 C5.